All right, so this is lesson 7.3 in chapter 7, comparing numbers. So our essential question today is, how can you use symbols to show how numbers compare? So in previous lessons, we talked about less than, which is this symbol right here, where the arrow side is pointing at the number that is less than. We talked about greater than, where the symbol looks like it's eating the bigger number. But we haven't talked about equal to. Equal to is one of the easier ones because all it means is that the number is equal to the number you're talking about. So if I'm talking about 36 and I want it to be equal to, it's going to be 36. If I'm talking about 10, the number that's equal to 10 is 10. All right, so here we're going to be using drawing base 10 blocks to show a number that is less than 36. We already did a number that's equal to 36, but we can real fast draw that out. So there's 10, 20, 30, and then we need 6 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So here we want to find a number that is less than 36. So what's a number less than 36? I'm going to go with 18. So I know for sure 18 is definitely less than 36. So if I want to draw that, I have a 1 in the tens place, so that means I have 1 10, and I have 8 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 18 is less than 36, and I'm pointing at the lesser number. All right, so here we want to find a number that's greater than 36. What's a number that's greater than 36? I'm going to go with 42. Because if I look at the tens place, I know that a 4 in the tens place is greater than a 3 in the tens place. So let's draw out 42 and base 10 blocks. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, and I have 2 ones. So 1, 2. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42. All right, so here we have less than. Here's less than. This one is equal to. This one is greater than. Remember, that's the one that's eating the bigger number. Okay, so let's go to the next page and we'll do some more practice problems. Here, I want to focus in on this model and draw example right here so you guys can see it better. All right, so as an example, we're using the number 24. We want a number less than 24, equal to 24, and greater than 24. And remember, this one is the easy one because when we say equal to, we basically mean it's the same number, because if it's going to be equal to, it has to be the same. So here we have, okay, so as I was saying, this one is equal to, so we have 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's equal to, we have the same thing. So 10, and they put this out in ones for some reason, I'm not sure why. But we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So you can do it in ones, but we have a group of 10. It's just easier to turn that into a 10. So then we have 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You move this wire. So here they've chosen 21 because 21 is less than 24, and we can see that in the ones place because 1 is less than 4. And we're pointing at the lesser number. So there's our 10, 20, 21 right here. Then 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Here for greater than, they've chosen 30 because 30 is greater than 24. And we can see that in the tens place because having a 3 in the tens place is greater than having a 2. So 30 looks like this, 10, 20, 30. And 24 looks like this, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And our greater than symbol, we're always going to be eating the bigger number. Okay. So now you're going to be doing this. Sorry, trying to get the camera right. So you're going to be drawing this out like they did in the model. So you're trying to figure out if it's less than, greater than, or equal to. So here I have 28 and 35. So is 28 greater than 35? Well, let's see. I have a 2 in the tens place and a 3. Is a 2 greater than a 3? Definitely not. So I think since they're not the same number, we know they're not equal to, so they must be less than. So 28 is less than 35. And if you're not sure, you can draw that out. So that's 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So that's what 28 looks like. And 35 looks like this. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So as you can see, we have more 10s in 35 than we do in 28. So 28 is less than 35. So now you're going to complete I'm sorry, I can't talk. You're going to complete the number sentence down here. So 28 is less than 35. So for number 2, we have 16 and 16. So obviously 16 is not greater than 16. It's not less than 16. So it's obviously equal to. Because when we say equal to, it means we're talking about the same numbers. So we know, so you can still draw that out so you can see for yourself that they are exactly the same. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have the same over here. Ignore the phone. I'm in the office. So obviously we have the exact same thing going on here. So we're going to finish our number sentence right here. So 16 is equal to 16. All right, so we're going to move on to number 3 and 4. So we have 46 and 31. So before we even try and look at these and figure it out, I want to start off with drawing using our base 10 blocks and try and solve it that way. Because we've been doing it the opposite way. I want to try it this way now. So I'm going to draw at 46. So I know I have 4 10s. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 6 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's what 46 looks like. And then I have 31. So I know I have 3 10s. So 1, 2, 3, and I have 1 1. So looking at my drawn out base 10 numbers, I can see that I have more base 10 blocks here than I do here. So that tells me that 46 is greater than 31. And again, you could just look at your tens place and say, okay, well, I know 4 is a bigger number than 3, so that must mean that 46 is greater than 31. But I also want you to know that you can do it this way if this way is a little difficult for you. So let's finish out our number sentence. So 46 is greater than, I ran out of room, than 31. All right, so last one. Oh, this one's a little tricky. So we have 51 and 52. So I'm going to draw out 51. So I know I have 5 tens. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 1, 1. So there's my 1, 1. Then I have 52. So I still have 5 tens. So we can't use the tens place to figure this out. So what does that mean? That's right. We're going to have to look at the ones place. So if I look at the ones place here, and I even look at my picture, I only have 1, 1 here, but I have 2 over here. So that tells me that 52 is the bigger number. So that means that 51 is less than 52. And remember, when we're talking about less than, we want to point at the smaller number. So 51 is less than 52. All right, so moving on to this page. So all we're doing for number 5 and 6 is drawing a greater than symbol, a less than symbol, or an equal to symbol. So number 5 is done for us as an example. So we see that 45, we have 45 and 42. And there's also the picture already drawn for us. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. And 42, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42. In this case, we can't look at the tens place because it's the same. So we have to look at the ones. So which picture has more ones in it? That's right, 45 has more ones. So that tells us that 45 is greater than 42. All right, let's look at number 6. We have 38 and 50. For this one, we could definitely look at the tens. So look here, we have 3 tens, but over here, ooh, we have way more. We have 5 tens. So what does that tell us? That's right, it tells us that 38 is less than 50. So when we're talking about less than, we want to point at the smaller number. All right, and then for 7, 8, and 9, we're going to do the same thing. Is it less than, greater than, or equal to? For these ones, feel free to, on scratch paper, to draw them out if you need to. So let's look at number 7. Well, we can't look at the tens place, can we? Because they're the same. So let's look at the ones place. Is 0 bigger than 3? No, it's not. So what does that mean? That's right. So that means 90 is less than 93. So we're pointing at the smaller number. Oh, what about this one? 87 and 87. If it's the same number, what does that mean? That's right. It means that it's equal to, that they're the same. They're equal. All right, last one, number 9. We have 64 and 59. In this case, we can look at the tens place, and we can see that 6 is bigger than 5. So what does that mean? Good job. 64 is greater than 59. And remember, when we're talking about greater than, we want to eat the bigger number. Good job, you guys. So on your own, I want you to go ahead and do numbers. Oh, having issues here. Do numbers 1 through 11 for me. And I will be posting the answers to this on Class Dojo. All right. Bye.